With the month of February comes the greatest power when it comes to you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. So the month of February is bringing you the greatest power. Listen to me very carefully. When it comes to numerology, your number is number 34, my gorgeous Aquamarini. This means that this means that on one hand, with the month of February, you are indeed going to have the greatest power as of the 1st of February. From the 1st of February onwards, you are literally going to be on top of things. With the month of February, the greatest power is going to come purely because something that almost exhausted you, something that made you feel exhausted, it's going to come to an end. And that means that you are going to have one of the greatest moments when it comes to liberation from obstructions. Okay, this in itself means that you are going to find a very, very important solution, and that in itself is gonna be life-changing, because what was happening to you was affecting you in such a way where I'm not saying that you've almost lost yourself, but for the last couple of years, this was really affecting your liberation, your personal freedom, and deep down, you had lots of troubles and problems you had to deal with. This in itself, you've guessed, my gorgeous Aquamarini, was affecting your self-expression, which means that every single time when you knew exactly what you need to do, there are certain things that were always holding you back, especially when it comes to making really big decisions. Now, only in February, this is going to become absolutely obvious indeed. So this is why this month of February is also bringing a remarkable turning point to you, because when it comes to the very 1st of February, my gorgeous Aquamarini, this is the moment, this is the time on the very 1st of February when you're gonna actually realize that, when it comes to the 1st of February, what is actually going to happen, you're gonna find something extremely, extremely rewarding. A big, massive reward is going to come to you on the 1st of February. But this reward, it's to do with something really, really personal. It's to do with like massive changes, massive big mama changes you've started to make in your life. You've already started to make them now, my gorgeous Aquamarini. It's to do with January, when you really had absolutely enough of specific things and specific people in your life who have been shadowing you and annoying you and slowing you down for so long. And it's to do with the certain steps that you've already made. When I'm doing this reading, we are still in January, and this reading is of course for February, but I'm just saying that already some kind of a process has started. You've already made certain steps that you were dreaming about to do for so long, but because you have been brought to that point of your life, you just knew it, that this is something that you need to do, something that you were so worried about, and something that you were so nervous about, for example. So by the time you get to the 1st of February, this is like remarkable thing which is going to happen. Is something that's going to take place, and it's going to bring a clarity into your life. It's to do with a certain indication. You are going to have a clear indication right on the 1st of February, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Come on, how great is that? About something that you were so nervous and so anxious and so paranoid about, and some kind of step that you made not that long ago that you were still like, oh God, but you knew it, that you're gonna have to do. You knew it, you were fully aware of it. So now this is bringing you a clarity that you did the right thing. And when it comes, this is to do when it comes to, personal issues in life that you've been through. So this is going to mean to you quite a lot. And you will be happy because now you can carry on with this, with your personal plan for your future, so you can this is all part of the plan, okay? This is all part of the plan when it comes to your future. So you, like doing something like not that long before the 1st of February, making a certain step, making a certain move that you were so paranoid and worried about, you see. This is all to do with what you want to do. This is all to do with your life. This is all to do with your future. This needs to come from your 1,000,000%. You have been guided by your soul. You have been guided by your spirit to come to this moment in your life. There is a very specific reason how come your energy is suddenly going to rise, and why is all this happening right now? Because this is your month. This is your time. This is when your vibration is really, really powerful. And in your case, especially now, this is going to be making you courageous, especially with things that you've been so adamant about, or especially with things that you've been in two minds about, especially when it comes to things that you've been like kind of questioning yourself, and you shouldn't be questioning yourself in the first place. Absolutely brilliant. It means that you're coming out of something so dark and negative and quite nasty, actually, when it comes to maybe a few different people trying to manipulate you, but just for their own like kind of gains. People almost try to use your goodness and your beauty of your character, how pure you are, my gorgeous Aquamarini. When you love someone, you love that person to bits, like forever. But you know what I mean? Like I'm saying this because most certainly you do not deserve like all these things that you've been through. And sometimes we just need to kind of reach a certain stage and certain point in our lives when we realize that maybe the closest people to us, they're not necessarily the most amazing people sometimes, but that's life, You just have to kind of see that from a different angle. So don't allow that to take the better of you only because you're emotionally connected to these people. Just agree to disagree, for example. See things from a different light when it comes to your mind, rather than anything else. And that is, of course, going to be beneficial because it's going to keep on helping you to have an open mind at a time when that's absolutely crucial, my gorgeous Aquamarini. So let me tell you that the 1st of February, it's important because you will be happy because you can carry on with this personal plan for the future. And this is, do you know what? This plan is something that is going to show your strength. This plan is something, it's not just like about personal things that you're doing, but you're really kind of leading the way right now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and you're most certainly showing to the others how it's done. You're a very powerful person, and this in itself, it's going to reveal like something very interesting about yourself, as some kind of skill. Within the last 7 days of February, there is a certain skill that you're going to find out about yourself for the first time ever, and you're going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe how good I'm at this. Just take this on the next level. It's happening now, when it's your time, when your energy is risen to the point where you see what you don't normally see. And this is something that you really need to consider taking really seriously. This is not happening just, oh yeah, because it's happening. No, baby, no. Because it's crucial for you to take that aspect of your life and take and see what you can do with it. It's some kind of a talent that you're going to discover within the last 7 days in February. You did not even think, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you've actually had. This is really going to surprise you, and it's not going to make sense. Why would I start doing this now? Oh my darling Aquamarini, this is going to be making sense at the end of May. At the end of May, because what you're going to start doing right now, first of all, it's not going to kind of like, oh, it's just like kind of some kind of talent, but see where this is going to take you. See, it's going to take you from one aspect of your life to another aspect, and by the time you get to the end of May, you will realize that you became a very kind of like experienced with something that is going to be super beneficial for your self-esteem, for your confidence, for your personal power, for your life in general, lifestyle in general, but also it's going to be rather beneficial when it comes to your financial situation as well. Almost as if you're gonna find out some kind of a little secret, you know what I mean, how to make an easy money or something, but it's not really easy because it's not that everybody can do this. You're very special, my gorgeous Aquamarini, indeed. Okay, so going back to the 1st of February, it's basically, so yeah, it's like you will be happy because you can carry on with this personal plan. And also when it comes to it, it's not only about this, but there is also going to be a very interesting message that you are going to have after that moment in time, in between the 1st of February and the 8th of February. In between the 1st of February and the 8th of February, you are gonna have a very important message, a very important message, and that message is gonna remind you of some kind of a progress when it comes to something that you actually forgot about. And this, like, oh my God, when it comes to something, you know, some element of your life that you've been working on maybe like about a year ago or so, so this progress is really going to surprise you. And but then again, it's more about, like, it couldn't have happened at a better time of your life, because it's going to give you that much confidence. Not that you need confidence, but it's just going to make you feel extremely courageous, because at the same time you're going to become fully aware of something that you didn't know before when it comes to planning, and when it comes to that, like, you know, like that personal plan that you want to carry on with. You know, here with this message that you're going to have, you're also going to find out a missing information. So it's not so much about what has brought a problem into your what has brought a progress into your life, but it's more about some kind of missing information which is going to come to the surface, which is going to make you aware of how to speed all this up. Of course that this is going to, like, oh my God, you're going to explode, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You are going to literally explode, because you're going to become fully aware of what you didn't know, and this in itself is going to make you even more determined. You will be determined, my gorgeous Aquamarini, literally like never ever ever before. Like, oh my God. Okay, so I am a little bit all over the place with this reading. I can see this because I still didn't say what's gonna happen, like what to do, like in terms of nutrition. In terms of nutrition, my gorgeous Aquamarini, please, this is very important. Try to avoid caffeine as much as you can. Okay, try to avoid caffeine as much as you possibly can, and try to drink lots of water. It's very important to drink lots of water for you throughout this month. But also, it is very important for you to take something to boost your immune system, like keep on taking like organic camu camu, natural vitamin C, keep on taking vitamin D3 alongside vitamin K2, which is going to help its absorption, and also very important to take zinc picolinate, okay? This combination, as you know probably by now, it's going to boost your immune system, and this is something that you're actually going to need quite a lot when it comes to February, March and April as well. And on top of all that, my gorgeous Aquamarini, hello my little kitty, on top of all that, my gorgeous Aquamarini, what else I highly suggest you, I mentioned this before, keep on taking natural B vitamin every single morning. And this natural B vitamins, that every single ingredient needs to be made in a natural way. This is going to boost your energy level if you take the very first thing in the morning, but it's also going to be beneficial for your entire digestive system. Okay, very very important indeed. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. The next important date, my gorgeous Aquamarini, it's going to be on the 11th of February. On the 11th of February, to start with, you are going to have a really beautiful spiritual experience. This beautiful spiritual experience is going to be out of this world, but it's there to remind you how different you are, how special you are, and most importantly, it's there to remind you that you are different in such a way where you're understanding things that lots of other people don't understand, and you will kind of, you need to kind of, I suppose it's like a gift, it's like a very special gift. Be very happy, because the spiritual experience, what you're gonna have and what you're gonna realize and what you're gonna understand and what you're gonna get out of it, you know, lots of other people wouldn't really really understand, really wouldn't pick up on it. So take this as a blessing, and this beautiful spiritual experience that you are going to have, it's gonna really put you on the certain spiritual quest. You will find yourself on a beautiful, beautiful spiritual quest here indeed. And also on the 11th of February, I can see that you're going to be worrying about someone really young, somebody much younger, somebody young and somebody vulnerable, somebody in your life. There is some kind of something that you're going to be worrying about here, or you will be worrying about that person up until this moment in time. And I'm so happy for you, bless your heart, because you are going to hear a good news and good information, positive information when it comes to somebody younger who you were worrying about, you know. And maybe somebody younger in your life is struggling with something, or they're dealing with certain maybe health issues and things like that. So it bless you, you know. This is to do with your love and with your emotions. It's to do with people in your life, and I know that you were worrying about it so much, and it is going to be a very good news that that person is going to be absolutely fine, you know, thanks to you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. So you're going to be able to relax a little bit, because it's to do with somebody who means to you quite a lot, okay? And also on the 11th of February, you are going to make a really important step here. A really important move. It's to do with something that you have your eyes on for a while. It's to do with something that means to you so much. It's to do with something that's an integral part of your journey right now. And when it comes to you like really making that step, it's like more about you before you make this step. You are gonna have a green light from somebody very important, somebody like some kind of professional person that's gonna be involved here, somebody, some kind of professional person when it comes to dealing with some kind of professional issue, you know. Yeah. When it comes to dealing with something professional, something specific, so that particular person will be specializing into this, and that particular person is going to give you a green light. It's going to let you know that it's okay to go with something, and that in itself, it's really going to answer your question when it comes to something that you are being so kind of stuck with and indecisive about. Stuck with is to do with a plan, but again, planning something, but then again, you've been stuck with this, so now you are going to do something absolutely wonderful. This is going to be the beginning of a new life. This is going to be the beginning of a new stage. This is to do with a brand new beginning, like where this is actually going to lead to, indeed, you are about to walk through the sacred door, and once you walk through the sacred door, you know, you will be able to leave all those things behind that have been draining your energy for so long. Once you walk through this door, you have no idea how interesting and how important your life is going to be. In fact, you can imagine the whole day of the 11th of February like being a really, really powerful and magical day for you, full of blessings, like literally. I'm telling you this because I know how much is this actually going to mean to you, because the decision that you are going to make on the 11th of February, listen to me very carefully. You know, the decision that you are going to make on the 11th of February, not the decision, sorry, the step that you are going to make, the step, sorry, I apologize. The step that you are going to make on the 11th of February, you know, right now you would consider as something extremely, extremely brave, but it's something that you're so passionate about. It's not only a really smart and clever and super intelligent thing to do, but it's at the same time, finally, you know, you are following the path that you are destined for. You are following, by making this step, you're also following the path, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you are destined for. And this in itself, it's going to bring an absolutely unexplainable reward into your life. The way this is gonna impact your life, I cannot even explain what magical changes this is actually going to bring, you know. Absolutely brilliant. Almost as if, like, I'm not saying that you were wasting your time so far with certain things, things, but it's just the certain things that you were doing and you were working on. You would have got, you know, so much out of it if you have done this like ages ago. But then again, you see, I'm doing it now, but I shouldn't be doing it because this stage was crucial. Pay attention to how much you have picked up on in life in general over the last 2 or 3 years, you know. Pay attention to how much you picked up on. And also, there was something that was affecting you in terms of like, don't get me wrong, yeah, but there was something that you were maybe kind of a little bit addicted to that was a little bit of dark energy for a while in your life, and now that's finally going. So you managed to stop some kind of addiction or something like that as well, and this is kind of like a pretty much so the direct karmic result of that as well. You've taken care of yourself, bless your heart, and now you are having your reward here indeed. Another thing I wanted to recommend you, my gorgeous Aquamarine, how absolutely stunning this is. Look at this baby. Do you know what is it? Dragon blood jasper. Absolutely, look at how beautiful, look, stunning, striky. Dragon blood jasper, absolutely stunning. This is, you know, when you wear this, it doesn't only re-energize you, it makes you really passionate. It helps you to pay attention to things you're passionate about. It helps you to put yourself as a number one at a time when, you know, maybe you're not thinking crystal clear. It helps you to separate, you know, the reality from illusion. It helps you to open your mind. It helps you to read signs. It helps you with the problem solving. It helps you to take responsibility. It helps you to accept what needs to change. I mean, how powerful this is. It helps you to accept what needs to change. So this little baby is not only a fantastic problem solver, but it also helps you to go through things in life, you know, especially when it comes to things that are holding us down, because it's all through our own understanding, it's all through our own reflection, it's all with our own mind. My God, if we are subconsciously, persistently negatively thinking about some kind of a challenge that we have, then we are like kind of taking our own power away from us, and this helps you to gain your power back. It helps you with that particular balance. Absolutely remarkable, my gorgeous Aquamarine. It's called Dragon Blood Jasper, and it comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. It's only gonna be in the description below. I used to put them in the corner as well, but I don't know, I'm just putting them in the description below, just like I was always doing, just to avoid any confusion, baby. So now, the next date that I'm going to be talking about, did you really think that I'm going to forget? Did you really think that I'm going to forget? Don't you dare to speak to me like that. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. My gorgeous Aquamarine, happy birthday to you. 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 My little kitty. Happy birthday to you. 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 Happy birthday. Make the most of it, because this one is going to be absolutely miraculous. I'm telling you, what you're gonna do this month is going to make you proud like never ever before. No more stress, no more sadness, no more anxiety. You are coming out of the probably darkest stage of your life into the lightest area ever. Oh my God. Hello, light area. Absolutely brilliant indeed. The next important date is going to be on the 23rd of February. On the 23rd of February, my gorgeous aquamarini, you know what? Let me tell you, this is when you will know. The 23rd of February is a big mama. Because on the 23rd of February, you will know, now here specifically, that something very, very dark is coming to an end. Did not come to an end just yet, but you will know that you're at the end stages. These are like the end stages of that dark stage and dark period on the 23rd of February, where you will, when it comes to like lots of people in your life who you felt stabbed in your back, you know, and when it comes to you know, you kind of having to deal with the final stages. But the bottom line is that you will know here that the very dark stage is slowly coming to an end, because you are gonna be presented with a very interesting opportunity, and this opportunity that you're gonna be presented with, you would otherwise never have unless something very bad was coming to an end. But it's coming to an end. So that opportunity that you're going to have, it's gonna help you to see things in a completely different light. It's gonna enlighten you. It's gonna help you to see things from a completely different angle, in a much better angle indeed, especially when it comes to like a certain options that you always were aware about. You were aware about these few different options, you know, for a while, my gorgeous aquamarini. But what you really should be focusing on right now is like you're going to be aware of like a few different options, but you're also going to be aware of the fact that there is, before you go for these different options, there is this final sacrifice that you are going to need to make, and this is going to be again a willing sacrifice. So it's not sacrifice, oh my god, I need to do something, no baby, no, I need to do something I don't want to do. This is going to be a final sacrifice. You know that by then you will be seeing things from a completely different angle. If this happened just like about a few weeks earlier, you would be like, oh my god, no baby, no. But now you will fully understand that there is something really specific that you are finally going to need to bring to an end, and this is going to be a sacrifice here before you focus on these options. And then within the next 7 weeks, you know, these options that you're going to have, they are going to take over, you know, they're going to take a major role. Don't worry about that, my gorgeous aquamarini, because this in itself over the next 7 weeks is actually going to happen organically, so you're going to be absolutely fine. But now you just need to finalize something here in terms of like a sacrifice. You are really going to become very determined when it comes to that sacrifice, and at the same time you are also like kind of going to need to understand that there is a one specific person or a couple of people are going to be like so upset maybe and negative, but you must not allow this anger to affect you, because these people who are negative about what you're going to be doing, you know, they are just being completely selfish, and you know this, so you just say bye darling. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you will know that the project that you're going to be working on, what you're going to be focusing on, it's good, because there are specific people who are going to be absolutely against it like there is no tomorrow. I know it sounds really sad, but the more these bastards are against it, the more of your indication and sign you have that this is something that you should do. And I don't need to tell you this, because you will know that these people are being really dishonest and they are having a selfish reasons indeed. What you should be doing is focusing on that particular project, and this is going to be a sign and indication that this is indeed something which you should do. Another thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous aquamarini, this is probably one of the most beautiful, most gorgeous crystals I've ever had. I don't know whether you are able to see how stunning this is. Look at it, how stunning this is. I don't know if you can see in this light. Can you see it? Can you see it, my darling? See this? You see Aquarius Chalcedony. Aquarius Chalcedony, one of the most beautiful, gorgeous and quiet, rather rare crystals, okay? Very, very powerful. It's not only one of the most gorgeous crystals, but it's also extremely powerful because it instantly grounds you, recenter you. It brings the feeling of calm, peace, you know, and it reduces depression, it reduces stress, it reduces anxiety, it opens your mind, it opens your third psychic eye. So therefore you become more perceptive and more intuitive about certain things. It really opens your mind to the point where you dream more, you pay attention to signs, and for example, when you see normally like 777, for example, you know what that means to you. But when you wear this beauty, then when you see number 777, there are so many other additional things that you understand about it, that even words come to your mind that you don't normally use. And this is how you know that you tap into like a completely different dimension, your own dimension. You tap into yourself, okay? You tap into something very powerful and very magical. So these words and things that you don't normally use, for example, when you see certain signs, it's not somebody else's, it's yours, but it's just coming from a deepest part of your subconscious mind that it's absolutely priceless when it comes to reflection on things that you are doing and thinking about at that moment in time. There is the greatest power that lies within you, my gorgeous aquamarini, but sometimes we just need a little bit of help in order to unlock that element of us, which is ever so powerful indeed. Can you imagine, something that reduces stress, anxiety, depression? Can you imagine what a powerful effect on this will actually have? Because we have to get on with things in life. We can be sad, we can be going through all sorts of things, but we need to understand that we have to just push forward. And sometimes it is not that easy, I understand. And again, we have a help from something so beautiful as this. This is called Aqua Praise Chalcedony, and the link to buy this is in the description below, my gorgeous aquamarini, and I highly suggest you to wear this also in between like February and May in particular. Every single time when you need a bit of recentering, every single time when you need to open your mind, every single time when you need to understand more about yourself through signs and indication, you will realize how magical this world actually is. And also, my gorgeous aquamarini, the next important date, it's going to be on the 28th of February. On the 28th of February, you see, it's like basically, I need you to be careful because somebody is going to try to be very, very pushy. Somebody who is like really good looking on the outside, very sharp, very gorgeous. Somebody who you would see and you would just like be like, oh la la, hello my darling, he's gorgeous, she's gorgeous, do you know what I mean? But then as soon as that person opens their mouth, you're gonna be like, boo. No, I'm joking. As soon as that person opens their mouth, start talking to you, you're gonna realize, when that energy starts coming out, that person is automatically gonna be like, no baby, no, not a pretty person, not a gorgeous person, because a lot of the soul and spirit comes out, that energy, when people start talking and you see who people are beyond that beauty on the outside. I'm just trying to help you to recognize who this person is, because that particular person is not somebody who you know whatsoever, not somebody you've seen before. But then again, that particular person is gonna be pressurizing you to do something, and for the love of God, you have to run away on miles. You don't do this whatsoever. Your intuition is going to be telling you don't do it anyway. You will know something is not quite right about that person, so I hope that you are going to listen to yourself, my gorgeous aquamarini. Somebody not nice, somebody selfish, somebody is like, I do not like this person whatsoever, and somebody who's going to be so pushy about you. Do this, you like somebody will want you to do something and you will know that this is not the right thing to do. Please don't do it. Don't ignore your intuition, because I'm going to be honest with you, this is going to be something that's irreversible. So that's why you have to be so honest. with yourself, you know. And also when it comes to the 28th of February, I will tell you that only here, you know, you will realize, you know, how much there are a couple of news that you are going to have, couple of informations, couple of news here you're going to be really pleased with. And here you will clearly understand how much your life is going to change, how much your life is going to transform. You're going to be so proud with everything and everything that you have done. There are going to be some amazing ideas which you are going to have on the 28th of February. Write them down. This day is going to be so sharp. You know, you're going to be in two worlds at the same time, like we always are. But then you're going to be so much closer towards something really specific, towards the certain dimension, which is going to make you even more open, my goodness, than you already are. So, you know, pay attention to the ideas that you are going to have on the 28th of February, my gorgeous Aquamarini as well. But the reason why you will understand, you know, the reason why you're going to know that your life is going to transform is because of a couple of informations and indication which you are going to have. As I said, you're going to feel so proud of yourself. This in itself is going to be a huge moment of victory. Massive moment of victory. It's a recognition, it's an achievement, and now you will fully understand which things in your future you will have, and there is something really specific that you are gonna start thinking about your future as well, in terms of changing certain things about your future. But that in itself is still going to require from you to put more energy towards something that you already have been working on for the last 6 months. You putting more energy towards something that you've been working on within the last 6 months. It's completely connected to this, you know, on the 28th. So it's still like you still need to continue with something, putting more energy, not to kind of overreacting and moving on from something that's still kind of continuing, because otherwise it's going to have a negative effect on you when it comes to you holding too tight for the people and the money as well, and it's going to prevent this goal from manifesting. So you still need to kind of not make a crucial mistake by trying to cut the corner and moving on from something that, if you move on from that, I know it's going to sound crazy, but maybe things are not going to necessarily not happen, but they are just going to be slowed down, you know. So this is why it's important to kind of finish unfinished businesses, and even if we are like really not enjoying them, because let me tell you that, you know, when you become aware of the fact how much your life is going to transform, you know, you need to understand, look, let me just go back. When you understand, when you have a couple of indications on the 20th of February, when you understand clearly that your life is going to change, there is already manifestation about to begin already, because at around that particular time there is going to be such an interesting sign that you are going to have. It's going to be connected to some kind of animal, and I strongly believe it's going to be either cat, either a dog, or it's going to be a bird. One of these three. Your sign and a good omen is going to come from one of these three animals, okay? Your spirit guides, your spirit messengers, indeed. And you will see that one of these animals is going to do something unusual, or you're going to see an animal for the first time, maybe different color, something different, something unique about it. Something is going to be unique about what this animal is going to do. For the love of God, you need to understand, it's not about what this animal is, it's not about what this animal is doing, but it's more about what exactly it's again going to be on your mind when you see this animal. Listen, this is a very powerful sign and very powerful indication that you are still thinking negatively about something that you shouldn't, and this is a very powerful step and indication that you need to kind of start seeing this situation what was on your mind in a slightly different light, head, because it's still kind of playing an integral part when it comes to you being prevented to move on. Very, very important indeed, because just your own understanding is bringing this powerful spiritual key, which is going to unlock the door for you within the next few months you never knew existed, let alone what exactly they are going to bring into your life. Absolutely incredible, my gorgeous Aquamarini. What a month. You've been waiting for this for a long time. And when it comes to those of you where did I put this? Yes, when it comes to those of you who are in relationship, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you know what? Your partner, it's gonna do something really brilliant. Your partner, it's like going to really surprise you, really pleasantly surprise you. I think that they've been working on something, and they've been doing on something that they've been so quiet about. And you are going to have a beautiful surprise. You're going to realize how beautiful your partner is. You're going to realize how gorgeous your partner is. You're going to realize how capable your partner is. This is really going to be a pleasant surprise, because it's also to do with something that you maybe started to worry about a little bit when it comes to your partner. So this is bringing a brilliant progress into your life. You're really going to be proud. So, and it's also your partner is going to have an amazing achievement. And again, it's to do with something that you were worrying about so much, and you started to already like kind of question certain things. So this is brilliant. So your partner is really going to pleasantly surprise you, but it's also going to give you a very interesting idea and very interesting suggestion when it comes to something that they know what to do, maybe professionally, you know, and they're going to give you a very interesting idea and suggestion. It's not so much about an idea and suggestion, but it's about you thinking that you knew your partner all this time, but there is something so beautiful and so new that you're going to realize and learn about your partner, which you're absolutely going to love. This month it's more about connection and reconnection between you two, rather than anything else. You are going to be making love every single day. I'm joking. Well, if you're lucky, yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? No, I'm joking. But yeah, it's like, this is brilliant. So it's more about some kind of a very personal question. It's going to be answered to you when it comes to that person, when it comes to your partner, indeed. And those of you who are single and ready to stranger in the night, those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you are gonna be planning something completely different. You're gonna be planning something at around the 13th of February. At around the 13th of February, you're gonna be planning something, but this is to do with your future, because your life is gonna change. What an amazing energy the month of February is bringing you. So you are really going to be like all over the place, and I mean that in a good way when it comes to your passion. So you're going to be planning something on the 13th of February, and there is this idea that you are suddenly going to have how you want to go somewhere and do something, maybe to go somewhere for a drink or something like that. And then this really interesting person you are going to come across, somebody is going to notice you, very, very powerful person, somebody extremely successful, somebody very powerful, somebody very courageous, but somebody very serious, and somebody much older than yourself. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I'm not like, I've no, age means nothing, you know, like, if it's a normal age, of course, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, age means nothing. If somebody's like, if somebody fell in love who is 25 and the person is like 50, oh, well, if somebody fell in love with somebody who's 25 and that other person is 50, I mean, who is anybody to say to these people, oh, you shouldn't fall in love? I don't think love chooses, you know what I mean? So, but it's like you're gonna feel like it's somebody who is like a much older than you. That's how you're gonna feel. I have no problem with this. Please don't get me wrong. Like, please don't attack me, people. Sometimes people are very sensitive, you know, and sometimes people just choose to kind of get offended, you know. So people kind of need to snap out of it. And I'm not saying it's you. I'm not saying it's you. I'm just like kind of speaking my mind, you know. So I'm being really careful because I know that some people can take it like in a wrong way, you know. But yeah, anyway, so you are gonna find yourself like planning, my gorgeous Aquamarini, at around the 13th of February, and you will be planning about your life, and then suddenly you're gonna have this idea to go somewhere for a drink or something like that, completely spontaneously. Nothing is gonna be on your mind whatsoever, and this is where this person is gonna be who you will think, oh, it's a little bit too older for you, but it's somebody extremely powerful, extremely successful, somebody who's like very, very serious, you know, about life. And then that's an aspect about that person that you're not gonna like, but you're gonna feel so proud. You will know that that person likes you. You will know that that person is looking at you. You will know that that person fancies you, and you will really like this because it's to do with somebody who is like a very important, and you will clearly understand that you don't like that person in that particular way, but it's going to really open the certain pathways within you, and somehow a few days, so you're gonna feel like kind of, ooh, you're gonna feel like, oh God, yeah, I can't believe they fancied me. You're still gonna feel like kind of, oh my God, that person fancied me. That's amazing. Like, oh my God, you know. But you're not going to take that person in that particular way, you know. But a few days later, that person that person was meant to happen on your path because something is going to be triggered within you, and you're going to realize that, you know, you are kind of getting to the stage in your life where you really do want to allow somebody to come into your life, you know, and that in itself, it's gonna put you on a path after that moment in time where you are gonna start reconnecting with the people, and I can see you having some fun and things like that. And this in itself, it's ever so important. But now at this stage of your life, it's more about the right frame of your mind, where you're gonna realize that now you are kind of getting to the point of your life, to the stage of your life when you are ready to let somebody new into your life. And that's absolutely brilliant, because after that there is a lots of fun which you are going to have, and that's part of life, and that's ever so important as well. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.